Hi, Matthias here. And to make this presentation more interesting, I'm joined by Mr. Pinecone. And together we will show you the latest feature in Pinegrow's AI assistant that helps us to edit multiple files.
That sounds awesome. How does this new feature make editing multiple files easier for developers?
Yeah, so take a look. Here I have a very simple example. So I have like a one-page website that contains multiple stories about pine trees. And if I switch into the AI panel, and down here where we select actions, I now have a choice of a new action called multiple files. And when this is selected, our AI assistant gets the ability to edit and create not just the currently selected file, but also other files in the project.
That's really handy. So, if a developer wants to update content across multiple pages at once, this feature would make that process much faster?
Yeah, let me show you. So you see, we have here this simple one-pager, and I will ask the AI assistant, I will say, split this page into multiple subpages, add navigation and links, okay? And I run the task. And first, the AI assistant will analyze, the situation and make kind of plan what to do. And now here we are seeing first, it's the editing index HTML, and then it's editing lonelypine.html. So this is a new file, didn't exist before.
So it's also creating new files and updating links automatically.
Yes. So it has the ability to not just edit existing file in the project, but to create new files, like in this example. So, okay, let's take a look. It's done. So what happened? So now we have index HTML. It's kind of like a front page. And then we have 3 new pages, each one containing a pine tree story. And let's try if links work. So I'll switch into the test links mode. And you see, I can, all the pages are nicely interlinked. And but let's do a follow-up because I don't like the design too much. So let's ask it to improve the design. Use style CSS for the styling. Add images. Okay, let's follow up. And it's working now. And by the way, this project is just a plain HTML and CSS project. So it's not Tailwind, not Bootstrap. And here we can see, this is interesting, the AI assistant is now editing the style CSS. So it doesn't edit just HTML files in the project, but it can actually edit any file.
That's really versatile. So we can handle HTML, CSS, and more. How's the new design coming along?
Well, it's done now. So let's see. The index is done.
Nice. So we have a...
Yeah, take a look. I mean, it's not not that great, but yeah, we can now ask Felicity, I'm not happy with this hero on index HTML. It's really kind of, I don't know, no image there. And also when we go into different pages, the selected page is not marked in the navigation. So let's ask about that, okay? And we could do follow-up, but this will kind of, every request when we follow up includes also all the previous requests. So in this case, we can just say new task, because we don't really need the context of previous requests to fulfill this one. And let's say improve the hero on index and mark active page in navigation. And I'll do new task to save us some tokens.
That's a great approach. Let's see how the AI handles it.
Yeah, it's now editing style CSS. And
That's great.
yeah, it
It's
takes a while, but in general, this new feature is really handy, saves us a lot of time.
Absolutely. It's amazing how much it can streamline the process.
Okay, index is done, so let's see.
Great.
The navigation is, but yeah, it didn't update the navigation on all sub pages, so we have to remind him about that. Update nav on all sub pages. Follow up.
Sounds good. That should ensure the navigation is consistent across all pages.
Yeah, so do you have any questions that might, web developers might wonder about this new feature? I think this is a good opportunity to address them.
Definitely. They might be curious how the AI manages conflicts between existing code and new changes.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So when the file already exists, the AI assistant kind of takes the existing code as an input, and then it will modify the code and then output the result. So there is no fear that any of our existing code, could be overwritten or lost. But that said, it's always great to use like a source versioning system with our projects, like Git or similar. And that makes it very easy to revert any unwanted changes, be them done by us or by the AI assistant. Okay, so look, now this is done and the menus are nicely, highlighted, the active page. And like the hero on index is still not so good. It has no image, not sure what's going on. So then we can simply switch out of the multiple page mode and go into our usual transform mode. And let's say add an image to the hero. And
That should add a nice visual touch to the hero section.
yeah, it should. And also it's faster because it's not doing multiple files, it's just doing this specific selected element. So now we have the choice. We can use multiple files editing to update, to make changes across like the whole project or like multiple pages. And we can still use our like fine-tuned selected element transforming that only, works with exactly the element that we selected. And in this way, because it's always a compromise between how easy it is for us, but also how long the AI task takes and also how much it costs.
Absolutely. It's all about balancing convenience and efficiency. This feature definitely gives developers more control.
Yeah, it definitely does. So I hope this short introduction was useful, and I hope you enjoyed kind of our host, Mr. Pinecone, talking with us. For me, it's easier, I guess, to explain because it feels like a conversation, not just me talking into like a black hole. So yeah, all the best and enjoy multiple page editing. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me, Matyaj. It was a pleasure chatting with you all. Happy coding, everyone!